imagine we have no legs, you're missing a limb. Let's also make imagination that we have both arms or just one arm. The principle is not that I want his back, his espalda. I want his neck, I want his arm. In order for me to be able to have his neck or his arm, I need to have control of this portion of his body, his shoulder, so he cannot turn. A prime example of bad back connection is if I go for an arm and I have no connection, as you can see from the side, of my body to his back. Once he falls down this way and his head touches the mat, he has escaped. Once his elbow leaves my line, there's no more attack to his arm. So what we want here, once you have an opponent's back, you can be as creative as you want. Some people will teach the seat belts, some people will teach 2 under, some people will teach 2 over, some people will teach the whole way through. I don't care what you do, as long as your chest and his back are connected, and his head should preferably be under your head so that if he tries to headbutt, nothing. And if your head is not under his head, it needs to be pushing against his head, so if he tries to headbutt, nothing. Whichever side my arms are on, you have a couple of options. Please look up, sir. They could be under his arms, which I don't like because he can trap them now with his arms. Trap, yeah, headbutt me, boom. They could be under his arms, but your hands over his hands, one over, one under, or controlling one hand, which is what I prefer with the head. Shoulder tight, everything in, shoulders in, so that I have control of his body until I decide to go for whatever I'm going to go for. You can have both sides for sure, but you have to have your arm locking his head so he can't hit you with his head. And it should also be free that if he tries to touch my face with this arm, go ahead, try to touch my face, I can protect with this hand, and he shouldn't be able to grab my arm, grab it, and arm it, see? Okay? So if my arm's over and I'm going for his arm, I'm not going to stick my elbow all the way through. I'm going to put my forearm. Now go for it. Good. And I keep my back close to his shoulder, because now I don't care. But preferably, I still wouldn't want his head to touch the mat. I want his arm from here. Before his head touches the mat, this is where we can fall and start scissoring our legs and going for scissor chokes plus the arm lock. You see how his head rests on my leg like a pillow. That way I know he has no chance to escape, no space for his head to come up. I know the video might not have shown that, but you don't want his head or his shoulder touching the mat. So have something underneath it, either your leg, your stomach, your thigh. That's what's going to lead to your crucifix, your Kimura positions, chokes from crucifix, scissor leg holds or scissor leg chokes, all those things.